Good morning, everyone. So I'm currently on my way to work right now. I will admit I did skip a day in filming because I'm awful and I fell asleep. But a lot actually happened yesterday. A lot of exciting stuff. One of the things that happened is, sorry, the bus is gonna come hopefully any minute. So I'm like checking. One thing that happened is that one of my roommates, she has been gone for coming up on a month now, because she's been house sitting her parents' house. So she came home for a little bit, which was nice. I like her. So it was nice to like see her and talk to her and stuff, because I missed her. Another thing that happened is, my laptop died on me a little while ago. The operating system crashed, and so I couldn't get in there to use it at all. And the only way to boot it back up is to reboot the operating system, but that would erase everything on my hard drive, which is my whole life for the past like 4 years. So needless to say, I didn't really want to do that. So I assumed that I would have to like pay someone to take things off the hard drive and stuff, because I don't know how to do it. But I was talking to one of the guys that goes to my church, and he was like, oh no, I've got the cord and we can open up your laptop and all that good stuff. And I was like, really? So he loaned me the cord. Now there is the issue of, like, it keeps telling me there's an error, but I did what Google told me to do, and I ran like a check on it. So, and it ran like almost all night, or at least it was still running when I fell asleep. So hopefully I will get home today and that will be all fixed, and I can get into my old hard drive and get the stuff off it that I want, which will be awesome. It's mostly like pictures and stuff that I want, because like I said, most of my life is on that computer for at least the last 4 years, which means that all of my pictures are on there too. And it's the end of the day and I'm back home, because that's how this works. I actually got stuck at BYU for a couple hours because right after class, my class got out like 10 minutes later than it usually does, which meant that I missed the first bus that I would usually take home. So I guess not a couple hours, like 1 hour. I was stuck at BYU for 1 hour. But in that time, I was going to film. Actually, I got my phone out, but it died. So, oh well. But yeah, so I'm home now. I really want to go through the hard drive, but I'm having issues with it. I would unplug this, but it's almost dead. And it keeps like giving me errors messages, and I don't know what's wrong, so I need to call some of the guys that I know and who like know about computers, not just because they're guys, but because they know more about computers than me. They just happen to be male. Hey, political correctness. Anyway, I need to call some of the guys that I know and see if they can tell me what's wrong and why it won't read it and why it keeps giving me error messages, because I don't know. I have Googled it and I did everything that Google told me to do, and it still doesn't like me. I'm seriously considering filming a video tonight because or a gaming video, because I really want to. I really wanna. I want that to be a thing that happens. What I want to like film finishing Five Nights at Freddy's. I probably won't do 20/20/20/20 mode because I don't see myself ever completing that. But I would like to go at least through night 5. And then I'd like to play number 2 and maybe buy number 3 so that when number 4 comes out, I can play it blind. Because all of the other Five Nights at Freddy games, obviously I've seen a lot of, especially number 1. I've seen a lot of playthroughs of it. So I kind of go into it knowing what to expect and like already knowing how to play the game and all that good stuff. And, 2 and 3 a little bit less so, but still, especially 3, but still, I know the game. There's no surprises. So when 4 comes out, I'd really like to play it blind. I'd really like to go in with everyone else having no clue what I'm doing or what to expect besides, what everyone else knows. And I think that'd be fun. But before I do that, I gotta get through the other games. And is there an official release date for Five Nights at Freddy's 4 yet? I don't know. I don't think there is. I haven't heard about it anyway. But I still, it's got to be coming up soon since the other ones were knocked out, you know, just a few months after each other. And the third one came out like a month and a half ago. I'm awful with like time frames. I cannot, it's just not part of my natural brain. I am awful with like keeping track of time. Anyway, it came out long enough that I expect the fourth one to come out fairly soon if the pattern of how Scott has been putting them out continues, which it might not. He might like really want to put a lot of effort into this and, you know, it might not come out for a long time. That's cool too. But what I'm thinking is that I might record at least more of Five Nights 1 just so that I can get it because I want to play it. I also really like playing it. Also, advantage, none of my roommates are home right now. So there's that bonus. Okay, so I'm finally just about ready to start filming and it is 10 minutes to midnight. This is my crude attempt at kinda soundproofing my room because my roommate, I don't know if she's asleep, but I know she doesn't want to listen to me yelling. She is thankfully like the furthest point that she and I we're like the furthest point away from each other that we could be while still both being in our rooms. So hopefully she won't hear too much of it. Okay guys, so it is currently 3:30 in the morning. I had not intended to stay up this late. I had actually intended to film. I'm trying to like stay in the light so you guys can actually see me because I'm outside my apartment because I don't want to wake my roommate up. Okay, I had originally intended to film like around midnight. It was gonna take like 20 minutes, 15 maybe, and then I was gonna go to bed and not really worry about anything else tonight. Except I did want to like edit yesterday's video and get that up. But other than that, I'm almost done with that. That should take me not very long at all. But as soon as I finished filming, I literally like checked to make sure everything had recorded like it was supposed to. I took my big old headphones off and I heard my roommate saying, "Kendall!" And so I ran out and she was having serious pains. Like her chest and her back were hurting really, really bad. She was throwing up and she just was not in good shape. So we called her sister, who happens to live in our same apartment complex, who called one of her friends, who also lives in our same apartment complex, who has a car, because between the first of us, none of us have cars. So she called her, and we booked it to the emergency room, because she was like, this is not right, something's not right. So we booked it to the emergency room, and she was like literally like doubled over in pain. She was having trouble breathing. It was just overall not good. So I went with them. To the emergency room. And you know, after she got there, they took some blood samples, but my roommate is not good with needles, which is weird a little bit to me because she has like 10 tattoos all on her back, but she insists that is different because I guess like you don't really see the needles and it just feels like scratching. I don't know. But she insists that was different, and she had such a hard time with just the little needle they use to draw blood. And they had to do it to her again because the first spot they picked didn't pull like it was supposed to. So she was like having a panic attack about that on top of her already being in pain. Long story short, we were there for like 3 hours, basically for them to tell her probably it was muscle spasms in like her back and chest that were causing her to feel a lot of pain. The funny thing was we had almost exclusively male nurses come in to help her, and she flirted after she was like feeling good enough to like, you know, be herself. She flirted with every single male nurse that came in to help us. And it was kind of hysterical. She just was totally unfiltered. She was totally... She even got one of the nurses to bring her Oreos and goldfish and 4 stickers because she said like something along the lines of like, "I've been good, I deserve stickers." So, and none of us were really expecting him to bring her stickers. But he came back with 4 different stickers from different like movies and stuff, and she took them all. And then she had joked earlier about like getting like a colorful band-aid, a cute band-aid, but she didn't. She got a wrap instead because, you know, she got a needle poked in her. But the nurse came back and brought her like a little crayon band-aid. It was hysterical. So I think I may have disturbed the people living above me because they just closed their window. Sorry. But anyway, I'm really tired now. Thank goodness I don't have to work tomorrow morning because that would be just bad. But it was definitely an adventure. Oh, I should have just been doing this whole thing here. Now you can actually see me. And there's probably no one in these rooms because it's all like living rooms. But anyway, that was my night. It was, I had a little bit of a headache before I went in, just because I'm tired. But literally, she was making me laugh so hard that I now have, you know, like when you laugh so hard that like is this just me? You laugh so hard that you get like a major headache? That's what I have right now. Not because it was bad, but just because I was laughing so hard at her just flirting with all of these nurses that came in and just messing with everyone and just having a good time. It was freaking hysterical. And we watched Disney Channel because why not? We're adult women and we wanted to watch Disney Channel while we were waiting for nurses to come back. But yeah. Sorry if you guys like couldn't see me half of this time though, because I am walking around my apartment complex. I'm trying not to like wake anyone up because it is 3 in the morning. And also like there's a few people that were like coming home and they were looking at me funny, and I don't like it when people look at me funny. I'm not used to it yet. I'm a little bit more used to it like when I do it in front of the bus stop. A lot of people will like walk by and just be like, what are you doing? But like these are people that I may run into again at some point in my life, which I cannot say for the people at the bus stop. They're people that I will likely never see again in my life. But these are people that I live in close proximity with, so try to be a little bit more respectful. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow if I'm conscious. Hopefully I wake up in time to actually get things done tomorrow. Bye.